Hello, welcome to Digressions. I'm Justin, and while I try to make this a daily post, I did not post yesterday. Yesterday and today, I was busy doing something close to nothing. Basically, the kind of studio work that I feel like I need to do right now. I've been taking external hard drives that I've been making, and like this one is a good example. This one has PDFs in it, and I have about 9 or 10 hard drives that I am trying to organize. To some extent, they are already kind of grouped in different areas. Like I have one that is movies, one that is sound, one that is PDFs, one that is TV series, one that is mm, my art, another one is art videos and films that I've collected. And another one, the one that prompted all of this, is one that's devoted to sketches that I made or programs that I made using processing. Um, Before the end of the month, I still plan on submitting something to a show, an exhibition or festival, but I kind of wanted to go circle back into what I've been doing for years and years now and soak that up before making something new. Trying to figure out what to scrap and what to keep, and thinking about what is essential to my creative practices. And one of the things that emerged is uh, some lists, some lists of categories. Generally, I like categories emerge over time based on the data that I collect or that I make. And I figured today's video, I'm just going to go through a couple of those lists. These lists are incomplete, and I may make side notes as I go through them. But here goes. The first one is my PDF and EPUB categories. And what's in that? Well, I've got, now in these categories, they're each a folder and they have multiple um, documents. So I've got Deleuze, Nietzsche, Barthes, that would be Roland Barthes, 33 and a Third, which is a series of short essays about music, occult, tarot, artists, Crowley, which would be Aleister Crowley, Winterson, which is Jeanette Winterson, Frankfurt School, which I think is mostly Adorno and Benjamin and a bit of Marcuse thrown in there. There might be a few more. There's Freud, self-help, Foucault, design. There's also cinema, film, video. There's literature. There's James Baldwin, poetry, programming, technology, media theory, politics, how to, writing and reading. These are books or these are documents that are really focused on that sort of loop of writing and reading. Then there's sexuality, adult material. There's comics and graphic novels. There's sci-fi. There's B. Caitling. And B. Caitling is a fantasy slash new weird author who died a few years ago. A really interesting series and books. He was an artist as well as a writer, and I would recommend him to anyone that's interested in the weird. Then there's a folder for Zen, Tao and yoga, and meditation. There's relationships. There's a series called Contemporary Documents of Art, which was released by Whitechapel and MIT Press. Who else and what else do I have in that hard drive or this hard drive? Well, there's William S. Burroughs, there's Andy Warhol, there's Moorcock, which would be Michael Moorcock, there's Samuel Delany, Kathy Acker, Chris Kraus, Bernadette Meyer. There's history, philosophy, science and science studies, cybernetics, art criticism, religion, anthropology, academia, counterculture, sound, fun and games, melancholy, madness, horror, Japan, travel, UX, Alan Watts, Paul B. Precchiato, Jung, Maggie Nelson, AI and machine learning. There's New Age, psychedelia, making and manuals, the internet, John Cage, Black Mountain College, catalogs, Henry Miller, Mishima, humor, satire, copywriting, business, economics, and I think that there will be more. So that's just kind of my personal digital library that's in here. Thus far with processing, which I'm still organizing. And in each of these cases, I have thousands of documents. And so I have thousands of little programs that I've written. And that's not to say that they're all great. In fact, the majority of them are, in my mind, substandard. And I kind of want to separate the programs that I think are worth refining, and I think I'm going to refine them with ChatGPT, and those that were just learning exercises and missteps and things like that. So my processing categories are for students, student work, MIDI, text, video, sound, drums, early work, geometry, sound reactive, noise, waves, color experiments, moving image and animation, grids, arrays, interaction and interface, templates, libraries, examples from books, examples from workshops, 3D, glitch, mirrors. And mirrors is has a very specific meaning in that it will take a camera or video or image that's already there and build off of the color data that's in there. Uh, it's not a one-to-one mirror. Uh, Besides mirrors, there's also collage, drawing tools, and kaleidoscopes. Eventually, I'm thinking of taking the best of these and I'm going to turn them into object-oriented programs, which is something that I have been wanting to get better at and something that I need to practice. I also am going to have a whole lot of images that I generated with machine learning that I want to categorize. But I think that tomorrow I'm mostly going to work with processing and I'm going to generate some new work. Before I say goodbye for this video, I would like to thank you for listening to a kind of mental Rolodex. It's funny to have become a person who thinks and talks so much in footnotes. But I think another way of looking at it is thinking about being part of a network that is spread out over time and space and sentiment. And I would love for you to be part of my network as well. Um, I'd love for you to contact me. And finally, if you have not done so already, please subscribe and think about posting a like on here and maybe commenting. I'd love to have some conversations with the people that are currently watching these videos. And if there's anyone else that you think might be interested, let them know. Thanks again. And hopefully, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.